Ooh, okay. I know you guys are wondering, where the heck has this guy been at? He promised he was going to be giving us a video like once a week, and he just has not been doing that. I'm back. Um, to explain a lot of this stuff that's been going on, if you guys have been paying attention to previous videos, there's just been all kinds of various different things going on all at once. My mom got married. As you can see, I'm in a whole new room setup. The condo is mine. I have the condo. This is now my streaming room. This is the content creation room. This is my gaming room. This is my vibe room. Granted, you can see behind me, there's still a lot of clothes that my mom has to come and get and various different things, but all of this stuff is now officially, for that most part, taken care of. There are new bills, various different things going on, trying to get food in the kitchen, just getting things clean, trying to maintain as much as I can. But that is not the point why you guys are here. You guys are probably wondering, what have I been up to lately? I've been doing various different things. I've been doing a lot of different things. Streaming has been going well. I'm getting kind of, somewhat back into the full swing of things. Like these lights a little bit bright here. It's the coloring aspect of it. But anyways, trying to get back into the full swing of things. And just as far as all of that stuff goes, it's having its ups, it's having its downs, but I'm like now trying to get myself back into a proper flow. But I'm trying to get into the swing of things, trying to get into a whole process of maintaining things and doing things this, that, and the third. Um, to give you guys a little bit of an update, I did go to PAX East. I had a fantastic time while I was there. Got to vibe, got to hang out. I ended up learning how to play Magic the Gathering, believe it or not. I really was not expecting that, and now I have like four different commander decks. Like your boy ended up getting it really, really invested. Shout outs to President Noir. If you guys don't know who President Noir is, fantastic content creator. Does a lot of speed running stuff with like Super Mario, does Super Metroid. And he was the one that taught me how to play Magic the Gathering alongside a couple other people. And now those of us that kind of like learn together, we have like a little bit of like a rivalry type thing, like how Ash and Gary, how they came up at the exact same time, and so they're always button heads and stuff. That's kind of like us. But ultimately, it's been a good time with as far as learning Magic. The main thing that I wanted to put you guys on to, because I know this is kind of like, besides it's like a vlog type situation thing, is my YouTube journey growth. Um, I have just come off a vacation last week, and with that vacation, your boy needs a shave, obviously. But with that vacation, I ended up starting an experiment the week before, and that experiment was I'm going to constantly post shorts every single day for quite a while. I started it. I want to say that Wednesday before I went on vacation, and then that when I went into vacation, I think it was that Wednesday. I started with 2 clips a day, and then went throughout that entire week, also uploading 2 clips a day. So every single day there was always 2 clips going up, and then I think either Friday or Saturday, I kind of like started sprinkling like 3 clips here or there. This week, it's kind of like been consistently trying to do 3 clips, and I want to put you guys on to like what has been going on with it. So, for the most part, my channel has been kind of like I have to look into the analytics, which I'm about to switch over to it right now. Obviously, I'm still not a YouTube partner. If I popped up and said that, you guys would be like, "Oh my gosh!" But no. Um, I have not hit that just yet. But I want to put you guys on to something real quick. So we're going to switch over to my usual scene. Unfortunately, my OBS kind of blew up while I was a while back, and so I don't have all my little fancy features that I used to have and whatnot. But we'll get there. Um, so yeah, here's my YouTube analytics. As you can see, I am up quite a bit. Hold on, looks like it's display capture. Oh, it doesn't show my mouse, that's right. I forgot that I had it set to do that. So as you guys can see, like my analytics right here, I'm up quite a bit. Um, but I want to go back. Obviously, this short is not budging at all for whatever reason, but we won't worry about that right now. I want to show you guys my analytics. I want to go back. Uh, let's see. This is before all that stuff started happening. So as you can see, before I was like, I think this is like a short, which kind of ties into, I was actually going Twitch Rivals, believe it or not. That was actually kind of dope as well. I think that was a short from when I started playing Rematch. That's what I was on it for. But as you can see, we didn't really have a whole lot going on. Let me deep dive into this. Let me go back to let's go back to May. This is probably around the time that I wasn't really doing much of anything. And as you can see, I would make a short here or there and kind of just like throw it up. Uh, but I wasn't really consistently doing anything. As you can see, like the feed from like things that was just coming in. Let's see. Uh, I won't deep dive into all that, but I really wasn't getting a whole lot. It's a total of 1,794 views. This is back in May. Didn't mean to click on that one specifically. So we leave out of May. Take me back. Take me back. I want to go back. We'll go to June. Towards the end of June is when we started to really. That's when the game plan was starting to come into play. So here's like the shorts from Rematch. Those were doing pretty well. So I was just like, you know what? We got something going. I would stream here and there, get a lot of impressions and whatnot, and this, that, and the third. I was like getting back into doing. I was starting to. This is when I started to like ramp back up into streaming, and as you can see, things was looking pretty decent. Like we had a lot of impressions. We almost up to 100,000 impressions. We was up to like almost 5,000 views, and I was like, yeah, we doing something. I was feeling good. But then this is around the time that I was just like, I want to start an experiment. I want to see what would happen if I posted two shorts every single day. Like people always say, stay consistent and keep doing the thing that you're doing. And, if you're going to be doing shorts, always post shorts. So I was like, okay, let me actually start doing that. So the first week of July is when I went into vacation. And so as you can see, all of a sudden, this chart is like all doing all kinds of weird things. Boom. 24,000 impressions, which isn't as much as it was as the other, but we're only, 2 weeks into July. But you see the view difference already? 37,000 views as opposed to like 4,000 views. And just short after 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 short. Your boy was posting shorts, and I was still streaming too, especially because I was on vacation and stuff. So I was putting in some work, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna make something happen here, one way or another. We're gonna make something happen, and it's been panning out pretty well. So it's got me thinking, okay, so since we're doing this whole process here, how do we, you know, expand on this basically? And so I've got it inside my head. I'm ready to go forward with YouTube. I still had the game plan to hit Twitch partner. This is still a part of that process. But what I decided to do, which I explained this on stream as well, was that, I want to find a way to one niche down with YouTube, and then so I can consistently post videos, which I'm actually, after I finish this video and get this situated and uploaded and all this, that, and the third, I'm going to revamp my main channel. So the Chris One channel, the one that you're seeing right here, I'm going to stop live streaming on that. And I know that you guys are probably like, that sounds kind of productive. Why would you stop live streaming on that? Because when I live stream, I don't live stream in a way that makes sense for YouTube. Like, because YouTube looks at what you're streaming and obviously the game, and then it's just like, okay, you're a gamer. Boom, we got that. You're playing this game. Boom, we got that. Now we can recommend this game. Like, so that we look at your audience and we see what they like, and then we can recommend this game to other people that are like that. But the thing is that when I stream, I don't always play the same game. So sometimes I might be playing Death Stranding 2, which is what I'm currently playing right now. I might decide that I want to boot up PSO because I still play that from time to time. I'm in the Mecha Break content creator program, so I might decide to boot up Mecha Break. Those three games are all completely different games. So it's just kind of like YouTube is just looking at it, it's like, okay, what is it you're trying to do? Like, you're playing all these different games. It's not connecting. Like, I'm confused here. What is it that we're doing here? And so I don't want to confuse YouTube any more than I have to already, basically. And so as a result of that, I'm just like, okay, let me stop the live streaming over there. and we'll make a new channel. We'll make a channel strictly just for the VODs. For the people that want to watch everything that I've done, you'll be able to go there. And then what I'll do with that is that instead of me posting all my clips into my main channel, I'll just post all my shorts and clips onto the VOD channel so that way it can bring in traction to that channel. Then on my main channel, as I've mentioned multiple times, like I understood my brain and I just didn't know how to, like, in a sense, configure it. And so what I learned is that I like randomizers. I like the randomness of playing, being able to play a game because sometimes I want to play the same game, but I want to play it in a different way. Hence a randomizer. But that also ties into roguelikes. So then I was like, you know what? Let me deep dive into roguelikes and likes. So over the vacation, we ended up playing a beta called Terminal Break, which is a third person shooter roguelike game that's co-op. Play with two other friends and stuff, and I was just like, this is a lot of fun. And then we ended up playing Game Stunks, which is a game store simulator, but it has roguelike elements to it because of the fact that, like, you know, there's a truck that pulls up in front of your shop every morning of the in the game, and you will have like random upgrades for your shop. So it's just like, okay, if you have anything that's a blue game and it's on the blue shelf, it will sell for like 15% more or whatever, and you can buy that multiple times. So it stacks up the thing, and then you gotta, you know, hit a certain quota. It's kind of got like that repo lethal company aspect to it. Every week you got to hit a certain quota for the entire week, otherwise you go out of business. It has that game mode, and then it just has a regular simulation mode. um that really intrigued me. And so it's just like, you know what? Why don't I focus on making videos about roguelikes? I already play a fair bit of them. I already enjoy them. That could be my niche. I can, you know, zero in on that, do that. And then, you know, eventually when we get big enough, I can kind of like branch out and maybe start doing some horror games and stuff, this, that, and the third. But ultimately, if I start on that, build a community around that that gets invested in who I am, then that can in turn to them coming over to this channel. They come over to this channel, then they can learn how to be a content creator and learn about just a little bit more about me and my everyday things. And then boom. And if they're really, really invested, then they're like, oh, I want to see the live streams and stuff. Then they go to the third channel, which I'm not going to tell you guys about the third channel because obviously I want that to kind of like just, you know, exist in the background. I don't, I just kind of, I want that to function on its own for a little bit before I kind of throw it out there, especially because I want to get some stuff on there so that if people do happen to come to that channel, they'll have enough content to binge on their own. Um, so that's kind of like what I'm doing with that. But yeah, like it's just like how my brain is starting to function is that if one thing starts to take off, I can have it connect to another thing, and if it connects to another thing, then it can connect to the third thing. If it connects to the third thing, then you know that can trickle over to the live stream, and if it trickles over to the live stream, then we can grow the community. Which that's one thing that I'm 100% trying to revamp, grow, do all kinds of stuff. So it's just like, you know, your boy's out here working. I'm out here putting in this work. I'm trying to do all these various different things, this, that, and the third. And again, I'm back. You see me, I got a video getting ready to, this video, when you watch it, it's been uploaded. I'm trying to get back into doing things. And yeah, we about to, you know, hit the ground. We're gonna start running. We're gonna start making some moves. Also, I did buy my TwitchCon tickets. So if you guys are going to TwitchCon with the referral link, I'll probably leave it in the description somewhere. Um, so if you happen to go to TwitchCon, you might see me up there. But yeah, I think that generally sums up every kind of like some of the stuff that's been going on. That's not everything, but you know, absolutely come to the live streams to hang out. Uh, Obviously, that's your best way to keep up to day-to-day things that I'm doing and stuff. But yeah, with all of that said and done, I'm about to end this video. I got stuff I need to go work on. I'm trying to get things taken care of, and we're gonna keep things moving. But appreciate y'all for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll have another one for y'all at some point in time.